know art. It is the structuring that produces not only the form, but the conditions for the realization of conceptual in performance. To try to quantify the scope of potentiality, this very fresh way of negotiating performance and de-individualized audience engagement would be futile and naive. Significantly, much of the innovation and success of this form lies in its ability to be produced and foster engagement, often without the audience even awareness that what they're witnessing is actually art. The entire lineage of the historical American avant-garde traces a trajectory of times reminiscent of the aesthetics and mathematics of the streets of New York City. Dirty, but navigable. Now, as the crux of contemporaneity relocates fully to the district, dare I say, to this room, we see divergence in trend in a considered struggle between the search for and implosion of meaning. That imaginary mapping of the avant-garde as a portrait of Manhattan now resembles the schizophrenic urban planning of the District of Columbia. Sometimes there is no second street. Sometimes you enter a whirling roundabout and are shut off endlessly into the unknown. And despite the proliferation of global positioning systems, the contemporary art world is endlessly lost. Luckily, you find yourself here, hopefully checked in on Facebook, and await the abundance of signification about to receive of the continuation of your encounter with the most radical and advanced form of contemporary art performance. Conceptual art operates counter to the deification of disengagement, which comes as a direct result of the shifting of the locus of social counter to the digital and concrete. The writer Jorge Luis Borges wrote, "Art always requires visible unrealities," a statement so relevant that it's not unreasonable to assume that he was speaking of this, what we're doing right now. To emphasize that point, Andrew Bucket is here to tell you that despite the rumors that he will impersonate George Bush, he's not going to do it. Wouldn't be prudent. Also, he would like to say that sometimes when he gets nervous, he sticks his hands in his armpits and he smells like this. Also, he thinks you should suck at your back. Also, he's a wild and crazy guy. And also, he lives in a van down by the river. And also, live from New York, it's Saturday night.
Reverend Christopher Guest, Rich Hall, Martin Short, Pam State Johnson, Damon Wayans, Joan Cusack, Robin Nye Jr., Anthony Michael Hall, Randy Quaid, Mary Sweeney, Denise Evans, Joan Roberts, Dennis Miller, Ben Vitale, A. Whitney Brown, Jan Hooks, Victoria Nixon, Dana Carvey, Phil Markman, he's dead, Kevin Nealon, Mike Myers, Ben Stiller, Chris Rock. Oh. For Christ's sake, how many people are on the show tonight? Matthew Lawrence, Joe Piscopo, Eddie Murphy, Gail Mathias, Denise Dillon, Charles Rocket, Ann Risley, Gilbert Gottfried, Patrick Weathers, Tom Schiller, Brian Doyle Murray, Jim Downey, Peter Iroys, Ian Swellville, Harry Shearer, Paul Schaefer, Don Novello, Al Franken, Tom Davis, Bill Murray, Michael O'Donoghue, George Coe, Gilda Ratner, Gary